Hey everyone, welcome back to another deck profile for Sakazuki of set 5 of the One Piece TCG. This is obviously the best deck in the format, so I'm kidding. I'm sorry to give everyone PTSD from the, I don't know, it's crazy. With set 9 here, I want to think back on set 5, you know, the first anniversary set. It's crazy how things have changed, but let's get into the actual deck for today. Bonney. It's been a while since I played Bonney, and I wanted to try a list for set 9. I've been hearing a lot of talk about the meta and everything of what happened over in the East, right? A lot more reliant we are on the H-Drop Captain Kid. That was such like a Yoda way to say that. So reliant we are. I don't know. But with Blue Doflamingo being like the most popular deck and arguably like the best deck, right? Best deck in my opinion. H-Drop Kid is very, very much a win con against that deck because I think a lot of them are running less Red Rock in favor of Gravity Blade or other cards, right? The lists for Blue Doffy are kind of tight with other decks that are a bit more prevalent than Bonney. Bonney is not the most popular deck in set 9, I think, with how much Blackbeard kind of does well into Bonney, right? Blackbeard kind of does well into Bonney. So with that, Bonney kind of loses a little bit of favoritism, a little bit of popularity, but we still do have a good chance against Blue Doffy if we can use that 8-drop Captain Kid efficiently. So this is a list that I just found. Obviously, we're going to be prioritizing the Kid. We have more targets with the Killer blocker as well as the Rosinante. Of course, we got the 10-drop Doffy. Running the Shanks. I wasn't a fan of the Shanks before. However, I see that like if we set up the Kid, this could be a great way to kind of eliminate pieces on the Doffy's board, right? Or just any other deck that runs big bodies. This could be a decent way against Shanks, right? If they drop that 10 cost rush one, as long as we can survive a few turns of it, you know, we just slam this down, get rid of it, still leave a Don up for leader ability. Pretty decent, right? We got Carrot, we got 3 Hawkins. Again, there's just a lot of space issues, right? So, but getting into the full deck list, right? We got Bonney, green mono leader, mono green leader, 5 life, 5k power. When opponent attacks, once per turn, rest a Dawn. You can rest one of their leader characters. She is Supernova type and Bonney Pirates type. You'll see we have a lot of just Supernova in the deck. This particular list looks like it's mostly just the Supernova list, not too much of the Don Quixote Pirates, but with pretty much, you know, 4 of our top end, besides the 8-drop Captain Kid, you'll most likely see a few copies, right? That's the idea. We got 2 of the Scratchman of Pooh, the on play, rest one of your opponent's 2 cost or less characters. We got Izo, the 3 cost, 3k, or 3k power, 2k counter, on play, rest the 4 cost. The Killer, which is a searchable Supernova target for the 8-drop Captain Kid, right? He is a blocker, and then if you attach a Don, and then when blocking, if you have 3 more characters, draw a card. Pretty conditional, kind of awkward to pull off sometimes, but it is another blocker that you can play off of the Kid, and you pretty much always want to have a target for the Kid if you're going to be playing him out, right? Then we got Doffy, or sorry, the Kid. To go over him, if you're not familiar, he's an 8 cost, 8k power blocker essentially, without being a blocker, because he is Dawn ×1 on your opponent's turn. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack anything other than characters named Eustace Captain Kid. So essentially making him a blocker, right? And then activate main once per turn. You may rest this character, play up to 1 character card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So those are our blockers. Basically, you're establishing a little blocker that can help you protect the Kid. Great way to protect your life. Again, because if they aren't running Red Rock, which is 6 Dawn to bottom deck any character, they basically can't get through the Kid as easily. Even if they have like a Jozu or something to bounce one of the little blockers, it's still, you know, a lot of times the Blue Doflamingo only has like a 5 or 6k power body, unless they have the Jozu, which is 7, but, right, still a bit harder to swing into that 8k power body. Next, we got the green 10-drop Doffy, 10k power. On play, total of 3 of your opponent's rested character or leaders will not become active during your opponent's next refresh phase. A way to kind of stall a turn so you can go for game the following turn, right? Basically just buying yourself an extra turn if you can successfully freeze 3 bodies. Then we got Rosinante, 2-drop blocker. He's a blocker, and he has a really great ability if you're unfamiliar. Opponent's turn, if one of your rested characters would be KO'd, you may instead trash this character. So he's just a way to protect the blocker, like kid, the 8-drop kid, or just anything else, really. We got Hody, best rush card in green. I don't really know of too many other rush cards in green, but he's the best one, I would say, because he's 7-8 on play, rest a total of 2 of your opponent's Don or characters. So you can do 1-1 or 2 characters, 2 Don, right? And then add the top card of your life to your hand. Great way to go for game. You know, pretty much people anticipate Hody a lot of the times. A lot of times they're playing out maybe 2 blockers or more just to anticipate the Hody, right? But he's also a hard body to get rid of, being 7-8. Next, we got the Hawkins, 6-cost 7k blocker, because our leader has Supernova type. And then once per turn, if this character will be removed from play due to one of your opponent's effects, you may instead rest one of your opponent's characters instead. If they don't have a character to rest, you can't use this ability, but it is a great way to keep this body on board. Next, we got Carrot, 5/6 1k counter. On play and when attacking, one of your opponent's rested costs 7 or lower characters won't become active during the next refresh phase. Great way to lock down the board pretty early. Again, this hits Doffy pretty hard. Next, we got Bonney, the 1-cost searcher for Supernova. Just rest a Don and this character, search top 5 for Supernova. Then we got the other Scratchman of Pooh, the Don ×1 when attacking, rest one of your opponent's Don. This I always liked for like the mirror matchup a little bit. It was an interesting way to get to rest that Don. But it is also, you know, just a searchable Supernova 2K. Because we're primarily running the Supernova package, we want to have more searchable counter. We have 10 2Ks in this deck. And then we got Shanks, 9-cost, 11k power. Highest stat line in the deck. On play, KO one of your opponent's rested characters. No cost restriction, just one of the rested characters. Really good. And then we got 2 0-cost events. Trash a card from your hand, gain 3,000 power for the battle. We have a lot of dead cards, so this card is pretty crucial. But that is the deck list. I'm interested to play this again. I haven't been playing Bonney a lot. If you've been seeing my locals videos, I haven't been on Bonney for a bit. I've been trying out other stuff, you know, just having fun. But I still love green. It's one of my favorite colors in the game. And I don't really know how well Lim will do in set 9. Obviously, set 10, she gets a lot more support. But right now in set 9, if we're going to be playing green, probably still playing Bonney for the most part. So let's get into some games. Oh, and also, again, if you guys are going to be buying anything off a TCG player, I've got my affiliate link down in the description if you want to help support the channel. Anything you buy off TCG player after using that link does help support me. So appreciate it if you use it. If not, it is what it is. I got Doffy. I think we keep for sure. We got a Shanks. We got a turn 2 or a turn 1 play. Corona, stacking top deck. We will just search. We got the kid. Nice. Pass. We can also just pressure whatever he plays out with leader ability too. Jinbei into a Weevil. Take. We could get Pudding too, which kind of is rough. Something we'll have to play around. Unless we get another Searcher, I might just... We could also just play out the Killer now. And then if he bounces it to hand, that's stuff that he's using, you know, resources, right? So that still leaves us 6k swing into Jinbei. I won't block out with him. However, just lining my board up with the lower cost blockers does give him something that he might need to prioritize. And it is also putting a card out of my hand to my board. So if he does hit me with the 4-cost Pudding, which he won't do this turn, but I still probably will counter out of the Jinbei swing. 7. We'll go a 2k, and then I think we'll counter out with Bonney. All right, so we're gonna Cavendish. Because now if he plays the Jozu to bounce the Cavendish, we'll still have this on board. I don't know. We'll go... I do kind of want to kill that Peach, but also... Jinbei kind of better. Still has 6 Dawn. He could use Jozu. Takes the Mihawk 2k counter. But if he doesn't have it, then, you know, he doesn't have it. No, he does not Jozu us. That's pretty good. So we actually could 8-drop Kid next turn. Because we would have enough Dawn with swinging with Cavendish. Which actually would be really good because then we protect our Cavendish, essentially. Swinging big with that. Fair enough because, yeah. Yeah. Carrot. That's actually more interesting. I think I do want to 8-drop Kid though. But that's actually really interesting too. And it could freeze. 8 Dawn, 5. So that leaves me 3. Put me back up to 5 with that. So it's not enough to play out anything else realistically. So I think 8-drop is the most impactful play. So we'll swing just to try and get some counter out of his hand, right? I should have swung first with the 5 cost, or the 5k swing, right? Because he used free block. Yep. That was my misplay. Choose no targets. Yep. And we pass. Yeah, that was misplay, but only by 1k counter worth. So he just Perfume Femurs. Can I defend? 15. Let's see. 10. 13. It's my whole hand, brother. It's my whole hand. I think it's worth, though. I'm going to be so silly and do it, right? Because that's 12 or 10, 12, 15, 16. It is like my whole hand. I'm going to do it just for funsies. Literally just for funsies. Because now we get to slam this down. Slam you into that. We have enough Dawn for Kid or a Killer too. Go 9 into you. Swing 5 of life. Now we have a really good setup. So maybe it was worth to dump the whole hand. Hey. Rude. If he just swings huge again, we can set up 2 Hawkins, right? With swinging with Cavendish. It still protects our Cavendish for another turn. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we can't defend that, unfortunately. I guess I'll try and kill you next turn. So yeah, no counter. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's even higher of a swing. So yeah, he's gone. Oh wow. That's actually so perfect. Okay. So let's see. How much Dawn do I get? 4. So I swing 7. So 6 and 7. Yeah. Boom. Oh, but no, I'll go 6 so I can attach another Dawn on Killer, right? 11. Pass. So yeah, we have a pretty decent board state. Hopefully he doesn't have another. Yeah. Is what it is. Looking very similar for our board states from the last turn, huh? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. It's the same. It's the exact same. That's actually insane. But he can't bounce the Hawkins, so I mean, I guess establishing a couple of them will be decent. We'll still be able to probably clear his board too. Swing 6 into Law. We're also just burning a lot of counter from his hand too. That's stuff that he's bouncing back. Do I even establish the second? I don't have... If he lets these go... If he lets this go, then I will establish the second. Oh, okay, yeah. Because then I don't really have a target on his board that I really want to rest. Whereas establishing a second Hawkins will be kind of crucial to have a 7k body that I can swing with. Because right now, I don't care if he attaches a bunch of Don to one of these characters. Okay, so he's going to Gravity Blade them both, I guess. Fair enough. There goes his whole turn, though. Do I 1k this? Yeah, 7 Don. So we know what he's doing, right? Do I take? Picks up a Jinbei. Ugh, this is looking rough. Or do I want the card? Do I want the life? Kind of. So yeah, nothing we can do about that. We got another 2k counter. That puts us up to 6 Don, so that's 3 for this, 4 for leader ability. So we have 2 Don extra to work with. Let's just clear his board. 6 into the Gecko. Okay. Right, so that's 2, 3, 4. So yeah, 7. 7 to Gecko. Or should I do 7 into Teach? He could actually swing with Teach. So I'll just clear his board. We do want to block with the killer in case he does like Perfume Femur. He used 1 and they don't really run too many copies, right? Jozu bounced the Cavendish. Nothing to swing with. Okay. Well, do I just lose the next turn is the question. I don't have another blocker to set up. I have 3 2Ks and a 1K. Do I just swing big? Let's attach this here. That's 8 Don. Maybe just try and get him down to 1 life and just try and survive the next turn. We'll leave up Shanks. Or no, not Shanks. Hawkins. Won't swing with him. Just get him down to 1 life. Hopefully we just survive. And can go for game the following turn. Let's see. We haven't seen any Hody yet. Right? I think we bottom decked one with the first search. I can't remember. I'm certain I did at least 1, but still that leaves 3 more. So rest you, block. Okay. Jinbei coming out. What is that? 11? Yeah, we can get out of an 11 swing. Also, even if he Perfume Femurs, we can get out of it. We could technically not even... She's through a bark, so you can't Perfume Femur that, right? Oh, he doesn't even... So we just block. 2, 2, 1. 7 cards in hand. It was just swing 11. Because I could... How much does he counter out here? Oh, okay. So GG. Whew. What a battle. GG. All right, we got Blackbeard. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a favored matchup for us, right? Do I even want the 10 drop? Do I mulligan out of it? We have Cavendish, which is good for when attacking, and I don't know. We'll keep, I guess. It could probably just get worse. But, you know, we got to learn the matchup, and we'll see what we can learn from it, I guess. I assume with, like, not having on plays, we're going to obviously lose out on the 10 drop take. That's crazy. Hody also. It's rough. Let's go 8 of them. But since also Bonney is pretty linear, you know what to expect with going against Bonney, right? You know, on my next turn, I'll probably play a 5-drop with a on-play effect. So you're going to know on this Blackbeard's turn now, he'll probably want to pitch for leader ability, right? I don't know why I even clicked that. That's fine. Probably playing out the Burgess. Yep. But we'll see, like, some of the interactions, I guess. Yep, no on play. Let's see. Do I even play out the cabinet for the care? Let's see. Let's see. Swing 5. Let's see. So what gets me the more, how to say, value for the when attacking? I think the carrot locking down the Burgess is really good, which he might KO. Is what it is. He's missing a Laboon. That's the Burgess. Take 2k counter, yay. But turning off the 8-drop kid, I think, is like the biggest thing that we're losing here, right? Okay, so just the ban Augur. No on plays for me. Boo-hoo. Wait, I can just play out Hody then as a vanilla. That's kind of crazy. I can just play out Hody and I just don't have to take a life for it and then establish a big body. Maybe? Maybe? Burgess, while he does increase his power, he is still the same cost. I just wanted to do that because he still gains rush? Oh wait, he still does have rush. That's not a gain. Oh my god, wait, I forgot. Wait, that's actually crazy. Okay, I definitely love this matchup just for that. That's wild. Wait, it's kind of crazy. Because Hody has rush, you just don't have to take a life for it. I don't get to rest his stuff, but still we get a 7-8 rush. Look at me being aggressive. That's funny. I always love learning about like new interactions with how this the new stuff works, right? That's cool. That's cool. Ooh, this trash is the minus something, right? One of your opponent's characters minus 2 cost. So 2 carrot. And Burgess went up another 2,000. Yeah, carrot. So he's going to KO the carrot. Can he KO both? Probably not. Maybe with 8 Dawn. I don't know. Toy soldier. Yeah, that's a lot of minusing. Why don't you just use the auger? Oh, no. He is running really low on cards. Does he have the stuff to keep trashing to deny my on plays? We still have Hody. Oops. Rest auger. I don't know if I really want to go down too low. We'll counter out because 8-drop kid can't save us here, right? Is he gonna go down to 2 cards? Oh, he does go down to 2 cards. Interesting. Do I just go for game? Do I have game? Because I have another Hody. 7, 8, 8. Dude, I'm just gonna go for game. I'm just gonna go for game. He's got 2 cards. Blackbeard runs a decent amount of 2Ks, but he used 1 for minusing. He used 2 for minusing last turn. Let's just go for it. Whatever. Oh, searching. Okay. Picks up 1K counter. 9 at your life, sir. Okay, GG. I knew he had some 10 beards in the... I don't think that's how that matchup's supposed to go, but that is funny. That is a cool interaction that I just get a 7-8 rush and I don't have to take a life. That's, you know, obviously you're losing so much value with Hody with resting 2 things, but in this matchup, I don't know if it really matters as much, you know. Obviously, if he had like the 10 beards out on the board, but it's kind of crazy, you know, because you do have to pitch early on against Bonney, because yeah, once I get past 5 Dawn, there's on plays every turn for the curve, right? But that was wild. That was funny. Good game, good game. It was funny in the way that like the interaction is kind of cool and unique, right? The not having to do Hody's on play when I'm so used to it, right? Okay, we got Robin. Oh, I'm gonna mulligan. I don't know if we need that many Hodies. Okay, this is weird. Interesting. Let's go 5 at life. Do we play out a Rosinante blocker? No, I think we pressure the life more. Right. Wait, did they take second? Interesting. Play with the Sanji. I haven't tried Sanji in my builds. He's still a pretty good blocker, right? Yep. We will take and rest his blocker. They trashed a beige. There goes a 2K counter. Swing 5 of life. We'll just establish a carrot. They take. I guess they trashed a lot of counter. That is crazy. But honestly, fair enough. They trashed Nami. There goes one of our life. Yep. We not swinging at us. Interesting. Oh, because, well, no, I couldn't have rested their blocker. I don't know. I'm confused. I think we Hody in this scenario just to take that. Force them to kind of. I'm gonna push for game. Honestly, we could have pushed for, not push for game, right? But like apply a lot of pressure. Maybe, I don't know. We Hody to take a life to our hand and not get it trashed. They can heal next turn for 1, but if it's a 9 mom that heals us 2, gets the carrot to our life, and we just 10 drop Doffy. Hey. Chuke? Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't think they had a play. Oh, yeah, they had nothing they could have done. How much counter did they have before they took the 6 and the... Because what do you draw into there? Oh, maybe they took 2 of these from life, but if they had 2 2Ks, I don't know. I don't know how the hand setup works if this was what they had before, but yeah, I think that was it. I don't know. Very quick game, but that's just an unfortunate thing if you just don't have your top end. Right, wait, what is this? I'm looking through the deck profile. I see a lot of... There we go. Okay, there's some Yamatos. Okay. Ace, the Shirahoshi, Cracker. Interesting. Just a lot of good triggers and just traditionally good yellow cards. Oh, we got Yamato. We'll go second. We'll mulligan. Okay. Okay. Here's this guy for you. I'll probably take... Honestly, I don't mind probably taking the first one. Do I? Because then they can free get all of their stuff out of, you know, but... No, I don't... Yeah, fine, we'll take. That's crazy. That's crazy. 5. No, I could have gone 6. They take anyway. Yeah, because you just get a free body, possibly. What do they get? Ah, store. Okay. Blockers. Blockers. I couldn't put a Dawn on him, but I don't get the effect anyway. Like, so, that, you know. But we'll just guarantee if they play out the Onami banish, we'll just block. Ah, Bonney. Okay. I think we'll just counter out this turn because it'll just be a 6K swing, right? And we do have a 2K counter. Just got to remember to look first. Yeah. So we go up to 6 Dawn. We can play out Carrot, keep that guy frozen. Swing 5 of life. Okay, they take... probably just looking for bodies out of life, right? Okay, they get another Bonney to cycle. Draw 2, trash 1. They trash a Nami. Keep that guy frozen. Pass. Looking to get an 8-drop Captain Kidd out of here sometime soon. If not, you know, we're looking at 10-drop Doflamingos being our win condition. Weird hand right now. Two ofs for 3 things. So strange. What are the odds of that? Five Dawn for like ace, maybe? Rush ace, which would be a 9k. Rest you. Block. Yeah, no. I should have blocked with the Rosinante, I'm not gonna lie. Because then the kid, or the killer, could have gotten me a draw, possibly the next turn, right? Sad. Hey, look what's back. I need to get rid of that Bonney. I'm going to swing 7 into that Bonney. Because I don't want him to get more card draw when they're trashing a lot of stuff, right? Pass. Next turn, we can lock everything down. And we get 2 turns of that. We're still at 3 life. We have a blocker. As long as we can survive like this turn's leader swing, we'll be pretty healthy going into our 10-drop Doflamingo turns. So even if they play out like rush cards, at most we're taking 1 hit return after that. And once we get 2 10-drops on the board, we should be good to go for game after that. Barring any crazy stuff from life. Eight Dawn, huh? What if they play an 8-drop Kid? Ah, but they don't rest my Dawn. Take a life. Let's see. Are they gonna go for board? I take these life, unfortunately. Hey, kid. Yeah, I think they attached the Dawn to Hody, right? So I don't, Sure. Yeah. Yep. But we do get to freeze everything. So I'm going to swing first with you, Carrot, just in case there's a trigger out of life. Like, by chance they take the 5k to life, right? And it happens to make so Carrot can attack. We need all of our swings. We got a 2k anyway. And 1k. And we'll just go ahead and freeze the rest of that board. Coolio. So then, yeah, even if they play out a rush card, will most likely be A-okay. Because we still have 1 life and 4k counter. This is the weirdest thing, because now we had 2 of 10-drop Shanks and Rosinante. Now we have 2 Cavendish. We just need another 8-drop Kid. Not that I hope that this is an 8-drop Captain Kidd out of life, because that'd be a dead card, but... Let's see. We put them in a really awkward position, because they're at 1 life. We don't know how much counter they have. But... Again, barring any crazy triggers, we could possibly go for game the following turn. We'll see what they do if they have an answer this turn. If anything, we could also play out Kid, Rosinante. If they have another Hody, they could rest our Dawn, but then we would still be able to save our Kid with the Rosinante. But we don't have a lot of counter past that. Sanji, and okay. Plus 3 less. Cannot be KO effect. Okay. Interesting. We could just go for game here. What's the chance that they get another trigger body out of life, right? Let's go. Let's just do it, sure. Let's go 7. We have 7, 7, 8, 10. They have 3 cards in hand. 1 life. 1 life. Okay. Let's go 7. Even if it's a trigger body now, like a blocker, like a brulee or something, I think we still win, right? Because we could swing over them with only 1 card in hand. Even that. Oh. Well, GG. GG. A 5/6 that just lets you play it. Crazy. I forget about it. Denjiro. GG. Bit effects. If he had counter, this would be really great, honestly. Protecting him from KO effects, you know? Decent effect, right? But those are the games. Like I said, Bonney does fall off a little bit in set 9 with Blackbeard kind of being very prevalent and being not a great matchup, even though like we had a funny matchup here. And Shanks is also a really tough matchup, I believe, for us, being that we a lot of times are swinging 5 early game with leader as we're playing on curve with their bodies. So you can just free block out of all of those and has a lot of KO and control. So I think maybe Bonney can hang on depending on what the current like meta is. Obviously, Blue Doflamingo is arguably like best deck in format. However, there are other really great decks that kind of gatekeep Bonney a little bit, and it depends on just how popular those other decks are at the current point of set 9, right? Nothing's written in stone where it's like, yeah, I think Blue Doffy is best deck. However, it's not like if you're not playing Blue Doffy, you're not going to win at all. It's not like Sakazuki back was in set 5, right? So you might see some of those other decks that gatekeep this deck a little bit, which kind of sucks because I like the deck. It's unfortunate that we don't get a lot of crazy new cards in set 9. However, it's a fun deck to play. It's a fun deck to play. So let me know what you think about the deck, the list down in the comments. If you're excited to play Bonney in set 9, let me know. Anything you would change, do differently with the list, leave in the comments too. But either way, leave a like in the video, subscribe, and hope to see you in our next one. Bye-bye.